What's good, y'all? It's your boy J.Brock, Clapitup LA. You know what I'm saying? Right here with the homie BeatAddictz. You feel me? And if you haven't known, it's time for you to know today. How you doing today, bro?
I'm good, bro. I can't complain. I'm blessed. We're here at the Trash Bag event with Cypress on. We good, we blessed.
Shout out Cypress. Now, you are a producer, engineer. What else you do?
Producer, engineer. Lately, I've been doing some A&R plays. You know, all the artists are my homies, so might as well, you know, connect other producers with artists.
Yeah, that's right. Now, which one did you start off with? Like, which one are you most like passionate about?
Actually producing, bro. So I started making beats, and I actually got forced into engineering just because a lot of times my homies didn't have an engineer to record. So that's how I started engineering, and I kind of got forced into it, and then I just ran with it. YouTube University, bro.
You became an asset. Okay, so having to get forced into engineering, bro, what are some of the mistakes that you made in the beginning that you know not to do today?
One thing is always like have a good vibe in the studio. The vibe is always important, and then another thing is always being fast. Like you gotta be on it. Like I can't be, you know, drinking, smoking. I gotta make sure, like,
you gotta stay
I'm in charge of the vibe. I'm responsible for the whole session. Make sure everything runs smoothly.
That's right. Now, who are some of the people you've been able to produce and engineer for?
Oh, that's a good question. Recently, I've been in the studio with Suede, with Lil Maru, just recording them. I was in the studio, we got some shit with Cypress, Baby Stone Gorillas, just did some shit with them.
Who have you been like surprised to work with?
You know what? The one, I just recently did a session for NBA Youngboy.
Ooh, how did that go?
So it was crazy because it's one of those things that I didn't expect. So they just sent me the session, they sent an open verse, and his verse was on there, so I got lucky to touch that.
So I got lucky. Okay, so when you say you got lucky, is it harder to do it without the verse?
Yeah, you know, bro, like sometimes those plays, they come out of nowhere. And when I say lucky, sometimes it's not that lucky. It's, you know, having those relationships.
Facts. So how big have relationships played its role in your journey in becoming a producer, engineer?
Relationships been the most important thing because opportunity comes from where you least expect it, bro.
Facts.
And if you stay down and you put in the work, and you know, you provide value for other people, other people are gonna put you in positions to win.
Facts. Now, when you hear the songs you produced and engineered, do you ever think like, okay, I could have did something different afterwards, or are you always satisfied with your product?
Oh, nah, bro, all the time. I was just thinking this, like, because I go back and right now I'm getting beats that I did like 2-3 years ago, and they're just releasing. And I hear the song and I'm like, oh, that, like.
Are you ever like, man, what happened to that beat? Like, where's the beat at? Are you ever feeling like that?
Yeah, bro, a lot of times they ask me for beats that I did 2-3 years ago. I don't even remember that I made it.
Oh my God.
I just have so much shit, like, I stayed down and just been working, bro. So I felt like 2-3 years ago I was really slept on. So I just went harder. I started just going crazy. Started being at every session I'm there. I started fucking recording. You know, just producing as much as I can.
Okay, now 2-3 years ago, what made you feel like that you were slept on? What was taking place in your life at that point in time?
I was sending beats out to everybody, and none of my shit was being used, bro. And I have the same beats 2-3 years ago. I have them, and nobody was using them, bro. So I was like, damn, am I doing something wrong? And I have those same beats now. They're getting placed. Those same beats that were, you know, I did 2-3 years ago. So I just had to go a little harder, build those relationships.
Did it ever make you feel like you shouldn't do it anymore when people weren't working with the beats?
Bro, all the time, even till this day. Sometimes, you know, I get discouraged when I don't land like on a certain project. I'm like, man, you know, I should have been on it. But at the end of the day, you know, we get back up and we keep going.
That's right. At the end of the day, that's all you can do. Now, what's the ultimate goal here? Who is like that dream collab you want to get with? Is it like E40, Snoop Dogg? Who is that person that you like, man, I gotta get them a beat, I gotta produce for them?
Oh, I'm a LA baby, so you know, Kendrick, that's one of them. And I'm gonna have to say Drake, bro. I need that Drake verse.
I feel that. Okay, so who have you looked up to as producer? Like, who have you kind of like got out of the game from or paid attention to since you've really been in it?
Cypress is a big person I look up to, bro.
Cypress,
now we're homies, but you know, 2-3 years ago we weren't homies, and now I see Cypress killing it. He's been doing his shit. Who else on the Mustard, bro? Of course, Mustard. That's like one of the people.
Gotta say Mustard.
Mustard. Dr. Dre, bro. That's one of my influences.
Straight like that. Now, when you think about everything you've been through in life and where you stand today, what do you clap it up for?
Man, I clap it up for myself, bro, because I've been, you know, these past 3 years, I've really been going through like personal shit. I don't really speak on it, but my dad been like going through cancer, bro. I have a son, and through it all, bro, I never gave up. I kept going, and you know, we're here now. I feel like I'm just getting started though, so we're about to go crazy. You guys gonna hear a lot of me these next 2-3 years, bro.
Straight like that. Make sure y'all look out for the Beat Addicts, man. Clap it up LA. We out.
Bro.
Yes, sir.